Okay, apologies in advance for people who are sick of this topic, but we're really struggling with this, and I just am. I recognize that I'm venting to you. I'm just communicating to you what's going on behind the scenes at the show. We have been talking off and on for years about issues of demonetization on YouTube. I won't bore you by rehashing the entire thing, but I'll just talk about this week's events. This week, as soon as the shootings happened over the weekend, I knew I've got to cover this stuff and we're not going to make any money off of it. It's going to be a week of talking about the shootings themselves, responses to the shootings from elected officials, gun control issues that will relate to that. What does Trump say? What do Republicans say? Violence in video games being related to shootings, Fox News repeating the shooter's manifesto. There's all of these direct and secondary stories related to the shootings, which are important and must be covered. I mean, I would be doing a disservice to you if I didn't cover these stories. On Tuesday, because of YouTube's rules about sensitive content not being brand safe, that's literally the term they use, half of the videos that we published on Tuesday were demonetized. And yesterday it got even worse. 2/3 of the videos we published yesterday, Wednesday, were demonetized. So I understand the policy, right? The policy, when you look at it, makes very clear that there are a number of different elements that preclude monetization on YouTube. And we know this going in, and it's not even that YouTube hasn't been clear about it. When you look at what that list is, you very quickly understand that on the basis of anything related to controversial issues and sensitive events, that's not going to be monetized. Firearms related content, that's not going to be monetized. Harmful or dangerous acts, violence. I mean, all of these things are inherent to just talking about the real world violence that took place over the weekend in Texas and Ohio. But this is a problem because I'm not alleging that it's censorship. I'm not alleging that it's illegal. YouTube is obviously completely within their rights to do this, but it does have an agenda setting effect. Many channels, consider these numbers, 560,000 views this week of ours covering these issues were demonetized. Most YouTube channels don't even get 560,000 views in a month, okay? In fact, most YouTube channels don't get 560,000 views in a year. If you just account people who have an account and have uploaded a couple cat videos or whatever. That is the number of views that we had demonetized just this week, just related to coverage of the shootings. And this has an agenda setting power. We've got to disconnect funding for programs like ours from the whims of advertisers. And I'll very briefly mention it. Just indulge me. 2 ways to do that with us. You become a member on our website at www.joinpakman.com. It's very cheap. You get great perks, including a daily members only show, and or make a pledge on Patreon at patreon.com/David Pakman Show, where we are rapidly approaching 2,000 patrons, and you can contribute as little as $1 a month.